We've heard a lot about Devarshi Narada. Here is a tale about how he came into being and a beautiful tale about how he became a wanderer. So Narayan, Narayan. Devarshi Narada was originally a Gandharva. Once all the devatas and Gandharvas came to the assembly of Lord Brahma to perform the chanting of the Lord's holy name. Narada Rishi also went to that assembly along with his wives. Seeing him indulge in frivolity during the sacred chanting of the Lord's name, Lord Brahma cursed him to be born as a Shudra. As a result of the curse, Narada Rishi was born in a Shudra family. Soon after his birth, his father passed away. His mother, who worked as a maidservant, raised him up with great difficulty. One day, some great rishis and sages arrived in their village and stayed there during the 4 holy months of Chaturmas. From childhood, Narada Rishi was extremely gentle and well behaved. Leaving aside play and childish amusements, he would sit near the sages and serve them wholeheartedly, even in the smallest of tasks. Whenever discourses on the Lord were held in the assembly of the saints, Narad listened with complete absorption. The saints would give him the remnants of their food as prasad. Service to the saints and holy association always bears unfailing fruit. Through their influence, Narad's heart became purified and all his sins were washed away. When the sages departed, they were pleased with him and instructed him in the chanting of the Lord's holy name and meditation upon the divine form of God. One day, Narad's mother was bitten by a snake and passed away. At that time, Narad was only 5 years old and was left alone in the world. Or should I say, that all his worldly ties were severed. Considering even the loss of his mother as the supreme grace of God, he set out to worship the Lord, the protector of the helpless. One day, while Narad was sitting in the forest meditating upon the Lord's divine form, the Lord suddenly manifested within his heart. For a brief moment, he granted Narad a glimpse of his divine form and disappeared. Narad Rishi became intensely restless to behold the Lord again. He repeatedly tried to concentrate his mind and meditate upon him, but he was unable to attain another vision. At that moment, a divine voice resounded from the heavens. O son, in this birth you shall not behold me again. In your next birth you shall attain me as my eternal attendant. In due course of time, Narada Rishi's mortal body was cast off. At the end of the cosmic cycle, he was born again as a mind-born son of Lord Brahma. Devarshi Narada is considered one of the greatest devotees of the Lord. For the spread of devotion and glorification of God, he constantly wanders through the worlds, singing the divine qualities of the Lord to the music of his veena. He has unobstructed movement throughout all the realms. There is also a beautiful story behind this divine wandering. Let's listen to that also. Lord Brahma had entrusted Daksha Prajapati with the task of expanding creation and increasing the population of living beings. For this purpose, Daksha Prajapati created thousands of sons known as Haryashvas. He instructed them to perform austerities and then engage in the work of creation so that the world might be filled with living beings. While the Haryashvas were performing penance near the sacred Narayan lake, Narada Rishi approached them. He did not directly ask them to renounce the worldly life. Instead, he asked them profound spiritual questions. Before creating progeny, have you understood the true nature of this world? Have you realized who you truly are? What is the ultimate purpose of birth, death, and life? These questions awakened deep detachment in the hearts of Haryashvas. Realizing the impermanent nature of the worldly existence, they abandoned the task of creation and departed in search of liberation. They then never returned home. Daksha Prajapati was deeply grieved by the departure of his sons, yet he did not lose heart. he created another 1,000 sons known as Shabalashvas and gave them the same instruction to perform austerities and continue with the work of creation. However, Narada Rishi again approached them and imparted the same spiritual wisdom. Detachment arose in their hearts as well, and they too renounced worldly life in pursuit of liberation. When Daksha saw that both groups of his sons had abandoned household life and the work of creation, he became extremely angry. He was livid and he said to Narada, "You have turned my sons away from their duty and destroyed my plan for the expansion of creation." In his anger, he cursed Narada, "As you have inspired my sons to abandon their homes and wander away, so you too shall never remain fixed in one place. You shall wander eternally through the three worlds." Thus, Narada Rishi received the curse of perpetual wandering. But what more did he need? Roaming through the three worlds, he sang the glories of Lord Vishnu and spread the word of devotion everywhere. Narada Rishi is regarded as the very mind, the very heart of the Lord. In the Bhakti Sutras, that is the Narada Bhakti Sutras composed by him, devotion has been explained in the most beautiful manner possible. Even now, though unseen, he continues to help devotees. It was Narada Rishi who guided great devotees such as Prahalad, Ambarish and Dhruv, inspiring them to walk the path of devotion. His auspicious life exists solely for the welfare of the world. He is the embodiment of knowledge, a treasure house of wisdom, and an ocean of bliss, an unconditional lover of all beings, and a natural benefactor of the entire universe. Narayan.